This is Carpenter and Shankster's petition for anti-harassment order against Johnson. Can I have the parties raise your right hands, please? Carpenter, Shankster, you are the petitioners here, and go first.
We've lived in our house for maybe 6 or 7 years. During that period, we never had a problem with our neighbor at all. Like, I would babysit her kid. Basically, they would, her kid would come with me to work, hang out with my boys. I became mayor of the town of Bucota about a year ago now. And since then, the town has had some, in my mayoral or work type duties, the town has had some issues that required my neighbor Danielle's water to be turned off due to lack of payment. There's no way that I personally can turn her water back on, but it's gotten to the point where, we've had a 2-week reprieve, which has been really nice, but I haven't even been able to go out. Like, my son will go out to the car, and if Danielle's out there, she will yell derogatory things, and we've submitted evidence from our recording, like our cameras, showing that, we can't go outside without her yelling at us. Really inappropriate things that my son shouldn't have to hear. And all while I can't change what the town has decided to do based off of, my neighbor's actions.
And I did read that in your petition, and the documents you submitted in support of that, and mostly in the form of text. I think there was one video and an image as well. Is there anything else from either of you?
No, you said it all.
All right, then Ms. Johnson, I don't think you submitted anything in writing, so this is your chance to tell me your side of it.
Reason I contacted her on her personal phone was because I've gone to the town hall and they've told me that they can't help me or to call their lawyer, but they won't give me the lawyer's name. When it was a hot day, I have the right to ask that my water be turned on, as well as my water has been paid now, and I'm not even allowed to go down to the town hall because it's where she works. My problem with the whole situation here is in her statement, it states that she was out walking and my husband pulled a gun on her, and my husband's been incarcerated in Eastern Washington since February of 2024. I'm fighting a foreclosure right now that was illegal. I'm going through a lot of things right now, and not having water and this whole situation is not all right. I have a child in the home. It's not right. And I can't even pay it. They won't even let me pay whatever's left on it. So, and I've never said anything directly to them. I mean, I could have been talking to anybody.
In a case like this, I need to decide whether I'm persuaded by a preponderance of the evidence that harassment has occurred. Generally harassment's a course of conduct that's directed at a specific person that is harmful to that person, that seriously annoys or alarms. I'm going to take into account the fact that petitioner here holds a political office, and that people who are in political office are expected to have to deal with constituents who might not be happy with them, and there might be, heated words, there might be things said that are pointed and sharp and critical, and that's all part of what it means to occupy a public position sometimes. That's certainly something that comes with the territory, so to speak. But on the other hand, there are lines and boundaries. And so even if a person is in a political position and they're just out living their lives and running their own business and doing the normal things that anyone would do, and then being subject to basically being accosted on the street and berated or threatened or tormented, especially about official business. I mean, whether the water is shut off or not is an administrative act that is done in a proprietary capacity by the city utility. And then focusing in on the mayor because the mayor is just the most obvious person who represents the city, and then getting in a position to torment her in her off hours and make her, I can't see this as anything other than an attempt to intimidate her to get the water turned back on. And that's not okay. That isn't okay to do to anyone. And this is unreasonable. It's not something that a person in a political position should have to tolerate. I do find by preponderance of the evidence that harassment has been proven here, and I am going to issue an anti-harassment order. All right, now I've issued this anti-harassment order that's going to be effective through June 30th of next year.